In the days of westward migration, there was no limits and no regulations on wildlife, fish, or really anything nature related. You could shoot a whole population of bison if you so pleased. Now, imagine everyone felt this way. But there is no need to imagine this because unfortunately, at this time, it was the reality. Many species unfortunately were on the brink of extinction. Elk, bison, bighorn sheep all had disappeared across the country. In Wisconsin, white-tailed deer, black bear, and wolves had all vanished. On the other hand, some hunters and anglers decided that there was an incredible need to control this free-for-all of fishing and hunting, and that is when the North American wildlife conservation began.
To make wildlife conservation successful, conservationists came up with these basic principles. Wisconsin also makes these principles a priority.
The first sister is that wildlife is held in the public trust. In North America, natural resources and wildlife on public lands are managed by government agencies to ensure that current and future generations always have wildlife and wild places to enjoy. Wisconsin DNR sets regulations like these everywhere across Wisconsin. For example, the Onion River, about 10 miles north of Random Lake, has an only artificial lures restrictions after the bridge on County Highway E near Plymouth. This ensures that rainbow trout populations will be stable and effectively reproduce to create a lively river ecosystem.
The second sister is prohibition on commerce of dead wildlife. Commercial hunting and the sale of wildlife is prohibited to ensure the sustainability of wildlife populations. Here in Wisconsin, you will not find venison at your local Piggly Wiggly. The sale of white-tailed deer meat is only available to you if you catch it or if a hunter is kind enough to share his prize. This way, wild meat of certain animals will not be commercialized and the populations will not be hunted to extinction for public retail.
Sister 3 is the democratic rule of law. Hunting and fishing laws are created through the public process where everyone has the opportunity and responsibility to develop systems of wildlife conservation and use. Wisconsinites always have the opportunity to use natural resources for recreation. This is not limited to elites. A citizen is more than welcome to have a say or recommendation to the Wisconsin DNR or a county government about wildlife. In Kohler Andre State Park, staff are constantly handing out surveys for visitors to fill out, which is another way the public can get a say.
Sister 4 is hunting opportunity for all. Every citizen has an opportunity under the law to hunt and fish in the United States and Canada. The Wisconsin DNR definitely makes this a forefront for introducing newcomers to hunting. Youth mentor programs throughout the state allow a person to go hunting with someone who is experienced in the matter. Also, there are specific youth hunting seasons. The youth gun deer hunt season was October 6th through the 7th in 2018.
Sister 5 is non-frivolous use. In North America, individuals may legally kill certain wild animals under strict guidelines for food and fur, self-defense, and property protection. Laws restrict against the casual killing of wildlife merely for antlers, horns, or feathers. Wisconsin wardens certainly take this principle seriously. For example, the Department of Natural Resources investigated the death of 6 geese in Sheboygan County. The bodies were found in the middle of the road and sparked concern for incidental, unlawful killings. The Wisconsin DNR conducted an investigation regarding these killings to find the perpetrator.
Sister 6 is international resources. Wildlife and fish migrate freely across boundaries between states, provinces, and countries. Working together, the United States and Canada jointly coordinate wildlife and habitat management strategies. The Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918 demonstrates this cooperation between countries to protect wildlife. The act made it illegal to capture or kill migratory birds, except as allowed by specific hunting regulations. An example of this would be Canada geese migrate from as far south as northern Mexico and fly north to areas like Wisconsin. These birds were part of the exception to hunting. Their season starts statewide on September 29th.
Sister 7, Scientific Management. Sound science is essential to managing and sustaining North America's wildlife and habitats. For example, researchers put radio collars on elk to track the animals' movements in northern Wisconsin to determine where elk give birth and how they react to motor vehicles on forest roads. All seven sisters allow Wisconsin to keep an ecosystem that keeps both hunters and animals happy. In turn, they both work within cooperation of each other and keep populations stable.